Let's just take out this thing. We can. Right, this is an Excel sheet and it's the memory map. Okay, and we've got lots of colours going on here. The bottom here is the default area for UDGs on the specky, and then with every colour change that's in the set, and there's 4 in total. Then you hit this band here where I've got 9 characters going spare, 6 bytes. This is the end of the custom character set. Okay, my 2x text printer is aimed at 4 of these, possibly these 4. So the 2x text printer needs to use 4 UDGs to do its thing. It's altering these and not anything that you've made or currently having in use. So it's free to work upon anything from the character set to make larger. Because it won't do UDGs, but it'll do anything from the character set. And if this character set is full of UDGs, then it'll start printing them up on the screen. Thank you very much. So, scroll. There's a long character set. Of course, you can have more than one. Now, ignore all this because that's just garbage now. Let's go back to normal view. With my main game of Wurmz, I'm not going there. It started at 60,000. It's not mapped yet. Right, so here's the light. Let's make that light up a bit. So where the character set is, up to the default area at the top, my camera's pants, hope you can get that in focus. That's what's currently in use. And then ahead of the character set is the 2x text printer. And all the stuff at the bottom of the page is irrelevant now because of rewritten stuff. And I put one set in at 60,000. That's its hex address. There you go. We'll convert it. Turns out to be these two. So to poke the spectrum to graphics set at 60,000, it's that. We'll jump forward 200 bytes for the next set. And then we'll set. Oh, there you go. So how many graphics is that now? 60, what? 63 graphics. That's as far as I got. But there's the numbers you need. Of course, you need to, do your clear. Right now, when you see that Wurmz versus Sheep, now this has had those graphic sets loaded in on binary files. We'll switch to it. And here I'm trying to fix the dim, trying to fix the clogging up problem. Shitty intro. This is how I've altered Robo Chase to be. God, it's fucking slow in it. Go down, get your variables. And these are all, little routines to clear. It's got a permanent border, so it's clearing out the inside of that. Draw the border, draw a fence, all of that. Script, yeah. But the main loop's the bit you're interested in. Okay. Let's just get that to the top of the screen. Twitchy fucker. There. So that's randomly. You can forget the dims at the start. I've redone them here, look. And they've been assigned. That's a pause. Started using them for pauses instead of using the actual pause, which you can skip with keys. This won't let you jump ahead when you're pressing a key. That was remmed for some reason. This is setting the number of enemies on the screen versus queue difficulty. Sets a dimension based on number and sets a loop up based on number and starts filling the 2 dimensions with random coordinates and telling it if there's any of these locations you're not going on them, go back and try again. And then if you satisfy these, you can print and go back and do it again. So that stores the locations of the enemies and puts them on the screen. Faster, faster, faster. That randomly puts a crate at the top of the screen, sets the direction for player. Player is put into a player string, left or right. What's this doing here is, can't remember, something to do with the player. Oh no, sorry, this is the main loop because it's 1 to the number of sheep, and we're going to reduce this value down until it comes to 0 and all sheep gone, we've won. See, if death's rising, the number of sheep you've killed equals the number, jump out and check if there's sheep being killed and their values have been made to 0, then go back and next thing, back up here, printing your player and so on. Then it comes back down. This is to skip empty slots, I think, in the dimension. Blank out the sheep, take it in keys in all the directions. And I've gone with this routine where, oh God's sake, big lines, K-string. Now when I press, I am just blanking and then changing the P-string direction and changing the coordinate. I haven't actually gone anywhere yet, but just changed coordinates and direction and made it look like I'm going, you know. It doesn't do that for up and down, just left and right, as you can see. M's for the fire, and if the crate is there, yes, if crate's 1 and your direction is 1 for some reason, I don't know why that's there. This is what's this doing? Oh, this is to drop a mine behind you once you've got the weapon. Have you got the weapon and you press an M, you can drop a mine behind you. And I think the next one, no doubt, does it. Yes, does it for the other direction. Okay. All right, this is the magic bit here. Let's get that up. This is homing in on the player. Whichever monster we're currently working on, okay, work it out, and if you're above it, oh, this is X coordinate. Oh yes, by the way, the X and Y is reversed, so it's the proper way around. So X is that, and Y is that. So it's homing in on the player. Where is the player, and go to it. Or anything on the screen, by the way, it doesn't have to be the player, just give it a target on those coordinates. Okay, the player death. Here we go in ATR, my ATR system. This is the first of the player deaths. And I've done it trying to do everything by colour. Attribute player, 2 for red, it's in red obviously. Proper XY positions, XY. And if it's a 2, we're dying, we're dying. But if we hit a yellow, we picked up the crate and get rid of it, print a mine at the bottom of the screen and tell you you've got a weapon. Let's go with sheep death. This is monster death. This is scoring up and everything. Let's get that at the top. Okay. So saying obviously the attribute of the sheep is 2. give the player some score. It's 20 times the number that it's currently on the screen, or the total number. Do that go sub, I've got a list what that is. Increase the depth of the sheep number. And printing stuff, the GUI and doing the beep. And then that sheep's dead, so it's putting 0 entries into the dimension. So it can skip it when it comes back to it. There's got to be a better way to do this because I'm sure it clogs up. And if it's dead, we're jumping past the rest of the ATRs. And so we're doing it for hitting the electric fence in blue. If the sheep run into your crate, they're going to blow that up as well. The same thing, it's taking the enemy out of the array, giving it null coordinates, and jumping forward. This is the player running into a sheep. Death. Printing scores and deaths and number of sheep remaining. And then we're into the subroutines, setting up the random mines on the screen. Leveling up. This doesn't seem to do anything like that. That number equal difficulty. You can leave it out, the game works fine. Oh, it's player death time. You know, usual shit. Splatty's dead. Take your lives off, update your GUIs and all of that. Put them back on. Whatever. Lives count. Notice pauses here instead of the pause command, so you can't just rip through it. This system isn't fully working properly. It was supposed to be a countdown system. 3, 2, 1, go. Reset player coordinates. I think that must be a screen cleaner or some other reset. Return to the game. This is game over screen. Wasn't labelled. Update scores, high scores. I think that system's a bit on the wobble as well. I've got to fix it. And that was an attempt at rainbow border and it suddenly started blinking like crazy at me. It used to work. Just timing issue and placement. Escape mechanism. Oh, that's something to do with, oh, that's initial variables, score, Wurmz, level, crate, reset, player coords. Go back to the main menu. Changing the graphics there, look. Yeah. So it's switching between graphics banks. And that's just going through a menu system. Lighting each selection you press. If you in keys 1, set your difficulty. You know, the maximum difficulty as it was set. Hard will light up in white and these will be redded out. Or is it? No, sorry. Okay. Oh, it's the other way around stupidly in this game. I think the difficulty works the other way around for some stupid reason. Because 3 is hard. See? Q is 5 and medium's lit up. So Q is going to decrease down to get hard. And it's going to hit 0 at some point. Can you have a minus Q? Hard is lit up in white and the rest are red. Bizarre. That needs changing so you can go up the levels. Yeah, so we're switching here to the, I think that's the standard graphics area. Yeah, you can see that's, but these are supposed to be explosions, but it's actually showing tanks because it's pointing at something else right now. Why is it doing that? I can't remember. Oh yeah, so it's blowing the sheep up. And where it actually ran into the mine, it's animating from its location on the screen, its last known position. Yeah, there's a whole sequence just to make it go boom. And then you return to the other set at the end of it to put yourself back where you want to be on the graphics set. So you're only flicking to a particular graphics set or part of the character set just to do animations, and then when you need to, and then flicking back. Intro screen. Which is just another massive thing. I'm assigning text X's and Y's where I want it on the screen. It's paper color, it's ink colors. The W string repeatedly is the word string you're going to feed into the 2x text printer. Come back and reset the coordinates. Check your inks. There's a better way of doing this, but I just did it step by step so I could then compress it afterwards. And this is the whole sequence of the flamethrower business, and pulls the gun out. And I think it jumps to a specific flamethrower job. Game border, which is printed out line by line and not in 4 next loops because it's miles faster. Bit of an arse to type in, but it's miles faster. On the print, you'll see when I run it. Same with draw fence. I think it does have a 4 nexts. Screen washers for the centre of the screen. Blanking areas off. Done in loops. It works quick. Yay, variables. All sorts in there. Player XY, difficulties, deaths, number to start off with. You're going to have at least one enemy. Score 0, high score. Crate, is it on or off? Direction, lives. Your word string for the 2x text. Initial player's string, you keep altering that with the graphic left or right. Sheep string, I can't remember what that was for. Levels, ammos, texts, 2x text, X and Y, ink and paper. Yeah, that's for later. Wave number, flags, return. GUI at the bottom of the screen, pain in the arse. That is pointing to the temporary space I was telling you about. So it's got a free space to work in. Okay. It's going to do a loop from the length of your word string to the printer buffer. Randomize use of that routine. Printed. Coloured. That's just typing in graphics AB. Sorry. It's ACBD. This makes, if you're typing it, if you're doing a word, then you want your Y to shift over by 2 characters so it can do the next letter. If you're just printing 1 character only, obviously, and this can fuck you off. printing a single character and it goes through the routine, and the next time you try and print Summit, say you want to animate a large character from the character set, you have to keep landing it in the same place. You don't want it to jump over here because I want a series of frames running at 2 times text size taken from a custom character set. I'm going to end up having 2 custom character sets, one that runs the GUI in the map editor and then flick to another character set whilst you're in the game, and it can multiply all the in-game graphics to 2 times size. It's going to be beautiful when you see it. You're going to have 2 times sprites made out of single characters through that system. It'll be a bit jaggy and basic, but it looks like a good one. It's a project to work on. Or the lengthy flamethrower animation. These are in the character set. That's why you can see them. Again, we're just setting coordinates and animation. The problem I had was with that X keep adding on twice, it needs its own custom 2 times print routine. Just an alteration of that one, and it'll work even better. God, there's fucking miles of it. Oh, we paused 0 as well. I wonder why. Oh, it's remmed out. Okay. The after fire of the flamethrower. There's another 2 times printer there for some reason. Probably for the reason I explained before. Or I was fiddling around with it, I can't remember. What's this? Oh, I think that's corrections to the user defines. And here we are at the end. Sorry if the camera's been all over the place for the past fucking 20 minutes. Jesus Christ. Sorry, Alex. It's been a good watch, though. I'll tell you what, I'll upload all of this. That'll be better. At the minute you have to stand still and press the M key. And no, you can't get destroyed by one of their explosions. You can, there's no splash damage. Oh, and there's game fault for some reason. Well, I guess that's the end of the video, but you can see it all happen. Fucker, what's this all about?